Born Before 64 is a TV show that asks the vital question, what will we do for the rest of our lives? Kathryn Raaker hosts a show for baby boomers and above, inviting real people to tell real stories about overcoming issues, about facing with courage and triumph the significant obstacles many of us face every day. Born Before 64 TV shows will cover topics that this generation is interested in. So let's join Kathryn Raaker for Born Before 64.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker, and good evening, and we are on Born Before 64, and I'm surrounded by men, which I absolutely love, but they're all daddies. You're a daddy to your pets, right?
I am.
Yeah, he's the only one out of the whole group.
You can be a pet daddy.
He's a pet daddy.
I am a pet daddy.
And even though you didn't like my idea about that, we will change that. That's a good idea. Anyhow, we are on location today with Daddy and Company, and we're talking about men's health. And you know, a lot of men do not take care of themselves, unfortunately. So I'd like to see the statistics rise in the sense of, you know, having dads stay around a long, long time, right? So actually, Robert Nickell is our host today, and Robert, I want to welcome you to our Born Before 64 show. You were born before 1964, correct?
I absolutely was, yes.
And next to you is a wild rocker. His name is David Swan Montgomery, am I correct? From Ireland, originally?
Yes.
And you're with Led Zeppelin?
Correct.
So, and you're a dad, right?
And dad of a 5-year-old.
A 5-year-old son. Now, may I ask you how old you are?
58.
And so was it a shock when you became a dad for the first time?
No, I felt I was more prepared.
You were?
Yeah.
And Robert, did you feel the same way with your son?
I'm right there with him. I'm turning 55 this year, and I have a 1-year-old. So I'll be your age with my 5-year-old.
Right.
But actually, I have the 4-year-old, the 2.5-year-old, and the 1-year-old, and then of course I have 4 from my 20s.
Right, and then we have over here on this side of the room, we have Patrick Gunderman, who's my son-in-law. You have 2 families. You started out young with how many children?
I have 6 children altogether.
You have 6 kids altogether.
Ah.
And how old are all of your children? Can you give us that, please?
So the oldest is 21, 18, 16, 15, and 14, I believe, and then a 3.5.
3.5. Which, so now it makes me have 14 grandchildren. How about that? And then we have Ed, our experienced dad, with us. And Ed, you just had a wedding, right?
Yeah, my youngest kid, my youngest daughter got married. Youngest, I have only 2. My daughter, 25, she got married before New Year.
Right.
And I have a 6 years grandson, so I'm very proud grandfather.
And you're originally from Ukraine, am I correct?
Yes, I am.
And you two know each other. Neil, you're the dad of some pets.
I am.
Right. And, but there's a chance that you could be a dad too, because you're married to a very young woman.
You never know.
You never know.
We're not talking about it.
We're not talking about it? Oh.
Here.
Well, you know, one of the things
It just happens.
This just happened. This is correct.
And then you can't see the other dad that's in the room who's filming, and that's my husband, who has 3 children, 2 by a former marriage for me, and then our daughter Jennifer, right? So, you know, dads have been always extremely special to me. My father was a musician, and I grew up in the jazz age with my dad, and I was out on the road with him and then became his manager at one time. So, you know, music's always been part of my life. And so being from a very, very big family of 7 children with 5 brothers, I was kind of like the guys better than I did my one sister. So I was always hanging around with my brothers, which made it easy for me. You know, but you know, what's really important to me is health and wellness. And part of our TV shows and our radio shows are all about health and wellness. And I met these 2 characters who I absolutely adore from Aptech and Natural, and they're one of our sponsors. And Robert's one of our sponsors too. Robert's in the real world of, the different world of pharmacy, correct?
I'm a pharmacist, yes.
He's a pharmacist. And I introduced him to these natural pharmacy people that have Aptech and Natural, right?
Right.
And there is a is a good balance there, right, Robert? If you know what you're doing and you know how to take care of yourself. Now, I have to ask you over there in the chair over there, my rocker guy, Swan, Montgomery, how do you stay healthy?
Well, I actually juice a lot.
You juice a lot.
Yeah, mostly that's what I do most all day.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's kept you healthy and well all those times?
Yeah. I find juicing, you know, all the nutrients from the different plants, and it just helps me keep up the energy I need to perform. It's like natural,
Right.
organic.
Now, on stage, how long do you prepare to be on stage? And there's practice before that, and there's gigs and all across the country. So what's your schedule like?
Well, there's a lot of travel involved, so there's many hours of flying into different cities.
Right.
And it can be hard on the road, so I try, I got a juicer that I actually bring on the road, so it's very easy.
Mm-hmm.
I can go into the local produce or wherever, buy whatever I need, and actually do it in the hotel room.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a new product out at the moment that's working really good for me, because most of the preparation with other juices is just so much involved, which turns people off preparing. So especially in my case, you know, most of the band members are going to Burger King or Taco Bell or something like that, and
So the wild one of the bunch is a juicer.
I'm a juicer, yeah.
I want to know what the favorite combination is. Like, what's your like favorite combo that you put together?
Well, spinach, kale, blackberry, and blueberries, and also pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds. Wow.
Yeah, pumpkin seeds.
So do you have your own
Fantastic, I
recipes?
guess, huh?
He has his own recipes, a dad recipe. This is good for kids too, right?
Yeah, I'm encouraging my son to start, you know, but obviously I've got to, because some of the concoctions I come up with are not, you know, they're not sweet, so I'm trying to come up with some stuff that is a little sweetness where he can, you know, he'll take it, so I'm experimenting with him right now.